I ran against Tinubu, Shettima, APC governors, not Akpabio, Me-Yari says. Everyone was involved. The president was involved. The vice president was involved. The secretary, government of the federation was involved. The governors, all against me alone, and those that supported me. A former Zamfara state governor, Abdulaziz Yari, said he was defeated by a gang up of some top government officials when he contested for the position of the Senate president against Godswill Akpabio on Tuesday. Mr. Yari, who represents Zamfara West Senatorial District, stated this in an interview with one of the news network. In the election for the Senate president held during the inauguration of the 10th Senate, Mr. Akpabio defeated Mr. Yari by 63 to 46 votes. The Senate is made up of 109 senators. Mr. Akpabio, a former governor of Akwa State, was the anointed candidate of the All Progressive Congress APC and the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Mr. Yari said he could have won the contest if there was no gang up against him, led by Mr. Tinubu. He said if he had known he would not win, he would not have contested the election, but insisted he would have won if not for the gang up against him. I never dreamt of not winning. From the day we started taking count of those with us, we had a number that showed we were in the majority. But you should not forget that I did not contest against Akpabio, because if I knew I would not be up against Akpabio, I would not have joined the race, he said. When asked who he contested against, he said it included the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Vice President, and other top government and political officials. Everyone was involved. The President was involved, the Vice President was involved, the Secretary Government of the Federation was involved, the governors, all against me alone, and those that supported me. I hope that in his second tenure, the President will allow democratic processes to take center stage in the Parliament. He said he has a preferred candidate, but the right thing for him as a leader was to accept everyone as his own. He should not show difference. He said during his swearing in that he would do the right thing to allow all manner of people. I should be among those he was referring to. But with this outcome, it shows there is betrayal and inducement, whether to scare some senators or some other ways. Mr. Yari, who was the chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum, said he has nothing against Mr. Tinubu because he believed it was God's decision that he wouldn't be the Senate president. From that day, to me, I know it's God that decides everything. I know that that's not Bola, the president, that decides things. It's God. If God wishes otherwise, I would have emerged and not even Bola or anyone could stop it, he said. He said the 10th Senate would look into issues critically for the development of the country. Mr. Yari said he would pay more attention to the economy and would offer advice where necessary. Mr. Akpabio pulled 63 votes to defeat Mr. Yari, his only challenger, who secured 46 votes. The election started around 8:45 a.m. on the floor of the Senate and was coordinated by the clerk of the Senate. After the results were announced, Mr. Yari stood up to embrace Mr. Akpabio, and they exchanged pleasantries with laughter. Other senators in the two camps were also seen exchanging pleasantries after the results were announced. Meanwhile, Senate President Godswill Akpabio has urged former Governor of Rivers State Nyesom Wike and his 4 other friends in the G5 to come up with another aggrieved group within opposition People's Democratic Party (PDP) to make winning the 2027 presidential election a smooth ride for the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC). Akpabio, a former Akwa State governor, spoke at a Thanksgiving reception held at Wike's private residence on Ada George Road in his hometown, Rumeprekon, in the Obiakpor local government area of the oil-rich South State. I want to thank you for all your efforts to bring justice to Nigeria, Akpabio told Wike, who backed the return of power to southern Nigeria and supported APC's candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu against his party's choice, Atiku Abubakar, in the 2023 presidential election. And I want to thank the G5 governors, the Senate President said while addressing the G5, all the integrity group made up of 5 major aggrieved politicians within the People's Democratic Party (PDP), who kicked against the emergence of Abubakar in the last February 25th poll. We are very delighted. We are proud to have G5. Please ensure that in 2027, another G5 emerges so that APC will continue to do well in this country. And if you like, you can add 2 more to make it G7 and not only G5, Akpabio added. Addressing Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State, who is also one of the G5 members, Akpabio said, "Your Excellency, Makinde, you know I predicted that you are going to be a governor when I met you with the late Alafin. May his soul rest in peace. I just saw the way you were walking and I said, this man walks like a governor. I wasn't surprised when you became a governor." All members of the G5, including Wike, Makinde, and former governors Samuel Otom, Benue, Okezie Ikpeazu, Abia, and Ifeanyi Agwanyi, Enugu, were seated at the event. All members of the G5 encouraged themselves